Hi, everyone. Today I want to talk about the power of love in healing. So, the type of love we're talking about is not the kind of love between two humans. We're talking about a love that is stronger, more powerful, infinite. So, an unconditional love that many would refer to as God or Source, and all embodiments of that. So, we'll talk about that in a second. So I have a story to share with you that I've kept to myself for quite some time. I've told a handful of people this story, and it was something that occurred early 2021. I had an individual contact me who wanted help for her loved one who was in the hospital at the time. And he was hospitalized for COVID. He was on a ventilator. He had a underlying health condition or some serious health challenges that he had dealt with prior, and he was a senior around that age. And at first, I wasn't sure how this was going to go. And what happened during that session really solidified my faith, my trust in love's ability to heal. So after preparing him by simply connecting with his inner child and letting him know that he was worthy of love, that he deserved to be loved, that he is love, I helped to create space for love to actually do its work. And what happened next is I saw that kind of closer to his lower spine, I saw a beautiful bright light, like a ball of light. And as it moved up his back or up his spine, it became brighter, brighter, bigger, bigger, bigger. And then suddenly it wrapped around his back, over his shoulders, and just puff, opened up in the chest. And literally seemed to take the lungs and the ribs and just go whoosh and opened. And all of a sudden I found myself gasping, and I was like, I can breathe, I can breathe, he can breathe, he can breathe. And the oxygen was so fresh that I could taste it, I could smell it. So the client and I finished the call really not having any idea what any of this meant, except for that we knew that we had just witnessed something very special. Within 20 minutes of that session, the family received a phone call that he had made a sudden recovery. He'd been taken off the ventilator and he was sent home within 48 hours. So I share this story because it was not me that did the work. It was his soul. And his soul, my soul, your soul, all of our souls, are the embodiment of love. They are a spark of the divine. We are godly. In our essence, we are godly, and we have this ability to heal the human self. And so that's what transpired that day. Now, there are ways to block this from occurring because there's always something called free will. Now, unfortunately, with humans, or I guess it just is what it is, with humans, free will often means thoughts or beliefs or actions that are stemming from ego/fear. So it would be beliefs or thoughts such as, well, I don't, perhaps underlying beliefs, I don't deserve love, or I don't deserve health, or I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough to deserve goodness and joy and healed relationships and healthy relationships. Now, often these beliefs stem from early childhood when we may have gone through some very intense upbringing and some perhaps dramatic or traumatic situations where we began to develop these beliefs. And so these unconscious beliefs can block love's ability to do for you what you sometimes can't do for yourself. So that brings me to my next point. So in that session, we witnessed the soul as the expression of love, orchestrating the healing for this individual. But I've also witnessed light beings, what many would refer to as angels, surrounding a client and helping them unravel these beliefs and thoughts that keep them stuck, or keep them stuck in an unhealthy situation, or keep them stuck in self-punishment or self-belittlement. And so these light beings that many would call angels are messengers of God, right? They are the embodiment of love. They are source. And so I share all of this with you because my hope is that it will instill your faith, your trust in this incredible supply of support that is actually around us, through our guides, through angels, through our souls, through source, that is here to actually help us. And so all we need to really do is first call in that support, call in the divine love to help us, to raise our vibration, to help us align with good health, to help us align with harmony in the home, to help us surrender any negativity that's holding us back, any stagnant emotions. We're able to call in love to support us through meditation, through prayer. And so my hope is that this story will help you reignite your faith in that which the physical eyes cannot see. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you again soon.